Hopefully they'll be ready for their start. That's coming up later on for Westbrook Racing. But here we go with the first of group stage. This is going to be tight for Team Brady as we cross the line. I reckon we might have had a couple of jump starts there. Both Team Brady and Team Drogba were so close to the line as the clock ticked down to 0. Emma Kimilainen has got the launch across the line. You can see Chris Lasaraga has all the great work to get that pole position being undone. She's on the boost though and powers past Team Drogba. But Shelley, that looked like Emma Kimilainen could well have gone a little early.
Yes, I think so too. It'll be interesting to see if the race director hands out some penalties there. He's probably looking at that closely.
Yesterday we saw people were crossing that line a couple of seconds actually after the clock had ticked to 0 because they hadn't quite worked out. Emma Kimilainen got very hot on that one. Oh, here we go. Here we go, already at the start we've got drama. Her left wing was almost stuck in the water. She was up and out, but thankfully she's okay. This is going to be tight, isn't it? Through the dockside there, but Team Rafa have held on from the attack from Micah Wilkinson in the Team Drogba boat. We've heard Team Brady are under investigation for a possible jump start. We will bring you that data as soon as we have got it. 6-lap race from lap 2. They can do the short or long lap, Shelley, but already Team Brady have gone ahead of Team Rafa.
Yeah, they've gone ahead, but you can see how tight the course is. We're so close to the buildings here. There is no room for error.
Absolutely, as Emma Kimilainen brings it back around. So the second lap starts through that mark there. That's what we're calling turn 1. Okay, so that's where the finish line on all of the laps are. So from here they can take a short lap, and already going for the short lap, I'm pretty sure Emma Kimilainen was in there. Team Drogba, Micah Wilkinson, he's gone for the standard lap. Here we go with Emma Kimilainen. I'm pretty certain that she went for that short lap on that occasion. It's a bit hard to tell. Oh no, actually, coming round, following round. So anyway, Team Brady are leading on the water as things stand, with Christina Lasaraga in second place. Eric Stark is in third for Team Miami, and Team Drogba in fourth. But we think that Micah Wilkinson, he went and did that short lap. They can get an idea of the course. You can see almost the line of the wash in the water.
Yeah, this is actually, it looks perfect there in these conditions. So yes, we have got Eric Stark has done his short lap, and Emma Kimilainen did her short lap, and Christina did her short lap.
Yeah, so Micah Wilkinson last on the course, but hasn't had the short lap. So just remember that as we go racing throughout the day, those kinds of strategies prove crucial of when to take the short lap, when to take the long lap.
I'm surprised that everyone did that short lap all at the beginning there. I would have liked to have seen that mixed up a bit, but let's see who starts to do the long lap first.
And not to forget as well, on the last lap of the race, actually they don't finish the course, they head back towards the marinas, they go back towards the yacht clubs. That's something else that comes into mind. There have been long lap penalties handed out for Brady, Miami and Drogba. The only ones not to have jumped the start, Team Rafa, is what we're understanding. Anyway, we were certain about Brady and pretty certain about Team Drogba. They have got long laps. Team Miami was a bit of a surprise for me because I thought they were alongside, but definitely a long lap penalty for Team Brady. We thought that they crossed the line early, and unfortunately that is such a key part, isn't it, of the E1 World Championship, is getting to the line after the clock has ticked to 0 at the start.
They are just such short, sharp, powerful races that if you get that long lap penalty, you have just ruined your strategy and really put yourself off the podium, if I'm honest.
So now they'll have to do 2 long laps as we see Emma Kimilainen leading round Christina Lasaraga. She has no penalties, and while we think, okay, she's in second place here, she will, if she keeps it on the water, she will take charge of this race at some point. So Emma Kimilainen out there just has to do her race now. We'll have to do a couple of long laps. She's still got another of her own long laps to do. So you can see at the top left, she has not taken any long laps so far. So we are on lap 4 of 6, so she's going to need to do it in the next couple. You can see Christina Lasaraga porpoising around a little bit there.
Yeah, she's very unstable there. She looks like she was really fighting the race bird. Here we go. This is Brady doing their long lap. So that is their first long lap. She has 2, unfortunately.
Eric Stark following through for Team Miami. So he's You see how deep he goes in that first mark, and then he'll cut back underneath to complete the long lap. Meanwhile, there we are, long lap penalty for Team Miami has just come up from race control as well. So Eric Stark's done one, he'll have to do another. Micah Wilkinson will also have to do a second. He's already done one of his long laps as it gets very, very tight there between Team Drogba and Team Miami as the merge zone, as we have always seen in E1. That's the tightest bit, but particularly tight here because of the dockside, which is on the right-hand side of the boats as they come around. On the water, Team Rafa are leading. They have no penalties, should be a cruise to the line. Easier said than done, but Cristina Lasaraga in prime position to take victory in this race.
Yes, they will probably have her do the long lap on the very last lap. She needs to get as much lead as she can. I know everyone else has got 2 long laps behind her, but we don't want to mess anything up here for her.
Behind, Michael Wilkinson doing a really good job to hold off Eric Stark, pressuring from behind. Yeah, as you're absolutely right, Emma Kymäläinen saving it to the last lap to do her long lap penalty. Team Rafa out front and not going to be challenged in this race. So this is interesting. Michael Wilkinson, he's deciding to try and do his long lap now, get it done. So that's the second of his long lap penalties. And he rejoins at the back of the field. What did we say? Short laps, long laps, always drama when we go racing on race day in E1.
But this is what just makes it so exciting, that you just cannot predict the end until the end.
It was very, very close, I have to say, even for Cristina Lasaraga. I think she rolled off effectively to make sure that she hit the start on time. And she looks cool as a cucumber inside the cockpit there.
She is controlling this race beautifully. Yeah, she's in great positive trim there. She's full throttle, 5,000 revs. Yeah, she's got it. She is just in control and gliding this race bird home.
Beautiful, the skyline of the city of Doha in the distance there. We are on the Pearl Island here, the beautiful marina part. She finally takes her long lap. She hadn't taken it yet in this race, but behind she knows that both Emma Kymäläinen and Eric Stark have another long lap to perform. So as she rounds those smart marks for this final lap, she will then pass with the yellow smart marks on her right-hand side, and then she'll go back towards the marina.
And of course her race control will be completely informing her of everything that's going on. She'll know that everyone else has got to do a long lap, so she just needs to glide this race bird home for victory.
So Cristina Lasaraga, dominant yesterday. She was the fastest pilot of the day in the qualifying time trials. Her teammate Tom Schaap backed that up with victory in the qualifying race to put her in pole position for this one. She got the start just right. She didn't jump it. No penalties. All the other boats taking a penalty in this race. And she's going to bring it home again for Rafael Nadal. It's turning into a perfect weekend. It looks like another set to their account, but are they going to take the match victory? We will find out later on. Vamos comes the scream from inside the cockpit, and Cristina Lasaraga for Team Rafa has done it again, Shelley.
Teamwork at its finest. They talked her across that start line just perfectly. Team Brady still look a little bit out of control there, just not just flying it steadily as always. And again, disappointing from Eric Stark.
Yeah, he's at the back of the field, but it just shows how crucial the start is. And this is where, you know, we've heard amongst the pilots themselves, you know, that was a big jump start from Emma Kymäläinen. She has to do the long lap, but ultimately it put her in a tactical position on the course itself, didn't it? And so, you know, she's had to take the long lap, but does still move up a position effectively. So moves up into to take second in that first of the group stage races. Remember, these are the A pilots. The B pilots then will have to go out later. So Cristina Lasaraga's done the job. Delight. You can see everyone. They were just stood on the edge of the launch zone there, cheering her back home. But a great performance once more from Team Rafa.